Grab your paper, grab your glue. There's something crafty we're about to do. From cozy cards to brand new cheer, you're right where you belong, right here. From handmade magic to ideas shared, every card shows love and care. Welcome to Not Too Shabby. Come craft along where paper dreams and friends belong. Inspired by you, creating together. Cards community, now and forever.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. My name is Lynn, and I'm excited to be live streaming and kicking off my Case It with Lynn series here on the Not Too Shabby Shop channel. I'm really thrilled to be live streaming again. I took a little bit of a break in December from live streaming, and I'm kicking off 2026 with a bang. This will be my third live stream in a row, so I hope you all join, hit that like, hit that share button, get more of our crafty friends in here with us. And today, if you're not familiar, CASE stands for copy and share. It can also stand for clean and simple. So lots of different meanings, lots of different ways people use the term. I'm using it as copy and share. And so what I've done in advanced is I actually picked 4 different cards that were shared out to the Not Too Shabby Shop Facebook community group, and I have downloaded those photos, and I'm gonna let you all who are watching live vote on the card that I cased today. So I'm really excited. And I only just actually looked at these cards, so pick an easy one, friends. And I do see some friends in the live chat already, so welcome to Mocha Lucas, welcome Terry, welcome Barbara, and welcome to new member to the Not Too Shabby channel, Linda. Big thank you to everybody who does support Jamie's channel as a member. I'm sure Jamie really appreciates the support, and it's always really wonderful when you guys can support small businesses, small creators with things like coming and watching a live stream, leaving likes and hearts and whatnot on our post, or even financially supporting through membership. So big thank you. All right, so I'm gonna give folks a little bit of time, give YouTube a little bit of time to find this live stream. In a moment, I will put up a poll for you all to vote on to see what I'll be making today. And I'll show you the cards as well. So, but before I do that, let me tell you a little bit about what I'm gonna be crafting with. I have in front of me the Paper Pad Club of the month, and if you are not familiar, the Paper Pad Club comes in with a variety of options for how to get it. So you can choose to get just the Paper Pad Club, which will be these 2 6x6 paper pads, Squeeze the Day and Lavender Lane. And both of them are 24 sheets, but you get sort of a different number of designs. So as you can see here, these are double-sided, but you'll have 24 designs in total, you know, if you count the front and the back. So that's 12 unique sheets, because one design will be on one side and the other side will have 12. So you'll have 2 sheets of each. On Squeeze of the Day here, there's actually 12 unique designs. And so what you'll find is there's 6 unique sheets or pairs with one design on one side and a second design on the back. And for each of these 6 unique double-sided papers, you have 4 sheets. So lots to craft with, lots of variety, and these papers are just so beautiful and bright and really, really just fun. They put a smile on my face when I craft with them for sure. Your next option, if you are interested in the Paper Pad Club, is you can add the coordinating ephemera pack. And this month, the coordinating ephemera pack goes with Squeeze the Day. And you get a very generous pack. It does come separately. I like to just store it, once I start crafting, I like to just store it in the same cello bag as the papers. But even without it, though, Lavender Lane does have cut apart sheets with focal image designs, and there's actually 2 designs like that. So, and you'll get 2 sheets of each. So there's still plenty, a lot to craft with here. And your next option is you can add the stamp of the month to your Paper Pad Club. And this is really darling. It goes really well with both paper pads. And what you'll find is, in fact, some of the imagery, some of the characters are sort of similar, like that raccoon. It's not identical, but kind of similar. And the little bear is a similar character in the stamp set. And the darling little mice are kind of similar to the ones that you'll see in the ephemera pack that coordinates with Squeeze the Day. So, hi Reagan, welcome. So let me show you a set of KCC cards that I made featuring Squeeze the Day. And you'll see more of these adorable little mice. They're super, super duper cute. In real life, not so much, but as little characters doing like everyday things, they're really darling. So this is KCC challenge number 21. I have a series of videos that I go through the complete process of how I made these exact cards, and I'm running a giveaway to give them away also. So if you want, you can check out that video series on my channel. Today, I don't know exactly which of these papers I will be crafting with, but I'm hoping to use some of the scraps that I have, because I have lots left over from this project, as well as also the notebooks. So on the 10th of the month, we as a team have a hop to showcase some different ideas for all of the subscriptions, and I made a boatload of notebooks, and I have a lot of those like 2-inch scraps, which I think I collected back here. So all right, so let's look at some cards and the goodies in the Paper Pad Club. Oh, Reagan, yay! You did it! You finished your scrappy cards all the way down to the last scrappy bids. Oh, that's fabulous. I love hearing that. Hi and welcome, Sonia. All right, friends, let's take a look. And for those of you joining me live, I'll have a poll soon, but let's take a look at the cards that I might be casing today. And so don't vote yet, but I'm gonna start the poll. Don't vote until you see all of the options. Okay, so first up we have this card, which I think is Rugged. Is this Rugged Birthday? Or is it the other one? It's one of 2 really grungy, really cool paper pads, but I love this layout. This is from Michelle. And so that's one option to case. That's a good one for scraps too. This one is from you, Barbara. Wait, I don't see your watermark. I'm pretty sure this is yours. This is from Barbara. Beautiful florals, which I think Lavender Lane would be pretty perfect for. I love the embossing. I love that there's like a little kind of peekaboo, like you've cut through the embossing folder. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever done that before. So love it. And thank you for the confirmation that it is yours. I was pretty sure I noted it correctly, but I didn't see your watermark. This one is from Crystal. She's part of the Build Your Stash holiday cards, and I think Jamie sponsors this group, this blog group. So really, really fabulous layout. I really like how she did like a little bit of like paper weaving here, so I think that's gorgeous. The papers are beautiful, so I love that. That's a pretty neat layout as well. That's Crystal's card. And this one is from Linda, and it is this month's sheetload of cards, which is a collab with Kendra's card challenge. So it was actually a previous sketch. I think Kendra said challenge 18, sketch 15, but don't quote me on that. My memory might not be perfect on it. So those are your options to vote on, and there is a poll in the live chat. So just put your vote in that poll. Which one would you like me to case today? So we have this one, which is the card from Linda. It's a sheet load of cards, this month's sheet load of cards. This one's from Crystal Minkler. This one is from our very own Barbara, who's in the chat. And this one is from Michelle H. So get your votes in, and oh, is that correct? Did I correctly identify the KCC? I did it off memory because we live streamed yesterday, and I tried to remember what Kendra said. All right, so let's see what I will be working on today. Ooh, Barbara, your card is like way far out in the lead. um, okay, so thanks for your confirmation, Reagan. I think I'm working on Barbara's card. I'm gonna case your card, Barbara. I don't know that. I think I've probably done it live before where I've cased somebody's card while they were in the live chat watching. So that looks like it is in the lead. So I'm gonna sort of get started. I need to find an embossing folder. Yikes. Um, oh, I know what I'll use this. This one's right at hand. This one's super cute. It's the new Simon Hurley embossing folder. Sold at Spellbinders, Puffy Hearts. It's a 3D one. And I'm gonna use Lavender Lane because I think Barbara's card, kind of already leans towards Lavender Lane. So we'll do that. Hey Jamie, welcome. Might need to do some stamping, especially for our sentiment, because the cut apart designs have been maximized to give like a lot of focal images. Isn't that bear adorable? The little fox is super cute too. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the cut aparts have been maximized for images as opposed to sentiments. So I might need to stamp out a little sentiment. And of course, if you don't need quite as many focal images as this. The papers are double-sided, so you can always kind of flip to the back. But I like to kind of just save these because, you know, you never know how many you'll need. So I don't like to cut into this unless it's like a last resort. So I'm gonna save those. I did send some through my brother Scan and Cut, and sometimes my brother Scan and Cut gets like a little bit off track, and so I just make it stop doing what it's doing, and I figure I'll cut the rest by itself. Since then, I really think it's just down to my mat is not like the best, the most sticky, and so sometimes things shift on me mid cut, and I just bit the bullet and I ordered more mats, more Brother Scan and Cut mats. So, but I did get quite a few cut. Although this one, some of them did like weird things like that. So I'm not really happy with what it did there. But for the most part, and I've learned with the help of Stacy Valentine, I learned how to recalibrate, so like my borders are now more even. There's all the things, so many things with the Brother Scan and Cut, but I think for the most part it did pretty well on this. That's true. That's a good point. That's when you can hide behind a sentiment. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Hey Kendra, welcome. Uh, oh my gosh, Reagan. Okay, if I ever see it again, I'll let you know because I picked up two new Brother Scan and Cut mats, and it was marked down on Amazon, in fact. And it was like I think $20 or $19 and change each, which if you know, if you've ever like been on the market to look for Brother Scan and Cut mats, like they're usually something on the order of like $35, I think, and the Brother Scan and Cut like only works with their mat. They are very particular. And I guess they don't let other people it's proprietary, so they don't let other people use whatever it is that code is for them to like register. And that's because they have the auto blade technology. So I think they kind of have to be that way because otherwise the auto blade won't work. So I get it. I do, but it makes their mat kind of expensive to get unless and they controlled like the price like always on it. So that's one of the things. I know that was a lot of fussy cutting. All right, so let me see. Okay, white panel is what we're gonna emboss, and then a beautiful pattern paper behind. Oh, that's gonna be so. But that's such a big piece, and I want to use up some scraps. Oh, I could use this. This is pretty big still. I might want to layer up and use multiple things. So let me try not to cut into a full sheet because I have so many scraps. Because I made notebooks that are A2 size. So I cut a lot of 4¼ by 5½ panels. So I have a lot of the exact size, the exact same scraps left over. Like all of this is from making notebooks. Oh, I wonder what this was left over from. Okay, so let's get our panel to emboss something with and maybe make a card base at some point. How's everybody doing? How's your new year? If you get the Paper Pad Club, let me know what you think of this month's. Let's see. 3D embossing is a little bit tricky with my Big Shot. I have to do a very creative sandwich for it. Although somebody else told me that they do the same thing I do. So normally with your 3D embossing folder, you would do the platform, the embossing folder, and the A cutting plate. But I've noticed that the Spellbinders 3D folders are not as thick as the Sizzix ones. So I have to add my glimmer plate as a bit of a shim. And I don't know if anyone else ends up having to do that, but I've noticed that tends to work for me. So that's an A2 panel. Yay! I did buy the paper pad club and the stamp with it. Yay! I'm sure it will arrive soon. Jamie is so good at shipping stuff out super fast. I might do like a colored card base. Okay, so we'll do this as a card base and I'll emboss this panel. Maybe this will be what goes behind. And is this directional? No. Yeah, I think this can go any direction. So we'll do that. Oh, you know what I want to do? Hold on. Let's think ahead. I don't want to die cut because Barbara's got some openings through here and I want to die cut that out first and then emboss it, because if I die cut it out next, especially since it's 3 of them, if I die cut it out after embossing, I'm gonna lose a lot of that nice texture. So let me do some planning. Look at me thinking ahead. All right, so also Reagan, if you need to make your current Brother Scan and Cut mat stretch a little bit, what I've been doing is I just scotch tape down whatever it is I'm cutting, and I'm just very liberal with the scotch tape. Like I just put scotch tape, it doesn't have to cover the entire edge, but I am pretty liberal with it. You want to get the corners and you know, make sure you every few inches or so you just put a little bit of scotch tape to tack down your paper or whatever it is you're cutting, and then that should hold it down enough for your Brother Scan and Cut to do its thing. Okay, so what I'm thinking I might do is I might either do this, but I don't want to cover too much of it. So let's see. What dies will I use? This is a heart, so maybe I'll do some hearts cut through. And I have to find my... I do have a nest... I'm pretty sure I have a nested heart die set from Craft Stash. Like they had these huge... They were always the best deal. I miss Craft Stash. Here we go. Look at that. I think I got just about like every single shape, nested shape die set that they have. Well, washi, yeah, washi I feel isn't strong enough. I feel the washi didn't work for me. And actually what I might do is that I might kind of, I know Barbara did hers down in a line, but I might do like maybe like three hearts cut through, but just so that I can run it through in one go. Do a little bit a little bit staggered like that. Just to put my own twist on Barbara's card. And to save us some time. If I'm being totally honest. Okay, so let's get this cut. So we'll cut this first. And magic mat. I might end up trimming this down even. So I don't want to push it too far to the edges. And I think this is what I need. They do, Barbara. Nested shape dies are, I feel like for any beginner crafter, it's a good place to who wants to get into maybe die cutting. You know, it's a good investment. You know, get some basic shape nesting dies, and you can do so much with them. They always, man, that felt like it wasn't doing anything as I was cranking it through. I'm always really impressed by the Big Shot. I have the new one, and it's so quiet. You don't get that horrific crunching sound. Also because I'm cutting into the magic mat, but even cutting into the plate, you don't get that sound. And it feels so much more effortless. Like I hardly feel any resistance, and I always think, is this actually working? And it always cuts. It always cuts. So I'm really impressed. I don't use it all that much though, to be honest, because I prefer an electronic die cutting machine. But if you're embossing, I don't run that through. If I can help it, I don't like running embossing folders through electronic machines. Because I have the Gemini, and it's so, it's got so much pressure. It's actually warped embossing folders of mine in the past. So I don't know if that's happened to any of you, but it's not nice when it happens. This, I think, is the plate I need. So I always feel like I get better results if I'm going to do something like this, to die cut first and then emboss. And then that way you don't flatten out your embossing by die cutting through it after the fact. And depending on your cardstock, I most of the time I don't even bother spritzing. This is white cardstock anyways, but I don't think this will crack. Plus, I know with the sandwich combination I have, it's like just enough pressure and not over pressured, so I feel pretty good. It won't crack under pressure, but still have like a really beautiful emboss. Isn't that a pretty folder? I really like these more asymmetric, like more hand-drawn hearts. Like they're not perfectly symmetrical, which I really like. I just like the look of it a little bit better. All right, so oh, see ya, Sonia. Hope you can rejoin us. All right. Let's see. Now, this card might go super fast, so if there's time, I will also case Michelle's card. Because I think, yeah, I definitely want to cut down. I want to see some of the dark border, just like how Barbara has it. So I do want to trim this down because I left it A2. So feel like that. So I'm gonna cut this to 4 and 4 by 5 1/4. I actually did take a little bit off from each edge, just because I actually did a fairly good job centering that little cluster. So I kind of wanted to keep it centered. And then, and honestly, a lot of this is getting covered. So really, oh, but I staggered it. See, if I had kept them all on the line, I probably could have just used one of these strips. Because none of these are wide enough, I don't think. But, you know, one interesting thing could be something fun to do might be to put like a different pattern paper behind each of these hearts. And then I can have different patterns peeking through. That would be kind of fun. Oh, I kind of like that idea. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now we're pretty far afield from Barbara's card now. But I do love her inspiration of this like peekaboo through an embossing folder. So what I'm going to do is trace out these openings. And so now I know like where to cover with pattern paper. And now I can showcase a bunch of different pattern papers behind each of those areas. So we can get, oh, this one's pretty. I kind of want more of this one showing because it's got some lovely florals, and I kind of want to use some of the cut aparts that have a floral a little bit. Oh, that's pretty too. And I kind of want like a good, you know, light, dark. This is too dark. Something a little bit lighter. I might need this one for the larger opening there. But I'm also trying to pick purples that are more plummy. Oh, this one's pretty. I like this one. Okay, let's do a little preview. Isn't that cute? I think that's gonna be really cute. Oh, that's cute too. Too many good options here. So this will be my like slightly more solid. And I'll have some, oh, maybe I should put, I almost want, oh gosh, I almost want to cut a bigger floral. I wish this heart was just a little bit smaller, then I could use a scrap. I almost want to cut into another sheet because I feel like I want a floral print in that big space, but none of my scraps are big enough for that. And this one is not floral. I kind of, oh, that's kind of pretty. Oh gosh, I got too many good choices here. Which do you guys like better? The little crosses, the little pluses, or do you like the plaid better down here? I'm gonna figure out, I think I want this bigger. And I think I want the plaid. Okay. More votes are welcomed, but that was just the first I saw. I think I want, I just wonder if I want two florals. I might not want two florals. Oh, this is cute. Oh, that's too, I feel like that's too solid. I don't want stripes. This is too solid. Maybe, oh, okay, more plaids. Okay, so I feel like plaid is the winner there. Okay, thank you. That's one decision made. Maybe leaves. If you guys see an option here, I feel like that print's too big. I feel good about these two. Now I just want to figure out this third one. Not gonna use that. Okay, so that. All right, take care, Reagan. I wish there was a polka dot, but like smaller. That might be what I go with, unless you guys see something that's a better choice. I don't know. Do you guys like the little flowers or just the... These are kind of just stems, it kind of seems. The little flowers or stems? I think I kind of like the little flowers better. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Hope everybody approves. This is kind of fun actually. As just like a fun exercise in how to combine pattern papers on like multiple pattern papers on a single project. It's nice to have that little preview window, and then you can make your final choice later by just seeing how they look together. And so I just need to cut a little bit that is large enough to fit behind here. It's bigger than what I need, so that's gonna go there. Then I just need a little bit for that. And ooh, you know what, it won't matter too much with this one because the flowers are going everywhere, but I think for this one I actually might orient this the way the heart is oriented and try to position it so that you kind of see the most number of flowers. Oh, that looks good. Ooh, I need it to be right there. Okay, and then the plaid is the last one. So what's about there? Okay. I gotta say, I've never made a card like this before. So thank you, Barbara, for the inspiration. This is one of the reasons why I really love doing casing cards, copying and sharing other people's cards, because you know, there's always something to learn, and it's always really fun to explore different techniques and do something that your brain may not otherwise come up with left to its own devices, or at least that's how I feel about it. Okay, so that's that first one. That's looking good. And then this one, I want to adhere it kind of oriented the way that the heart is. And I did find a pretty good preview of this where I can get like 3 of these flowers to show. So I'm just gonna, sorry I got adhesive, I'm just gonna hold it and position this so that I can put it down like that. Okay, so that's good. Let's snip some of this away. I don't want it to overlap. Okay. And then my last one is the plaid, which I kind of feel like, do I want to do that same? Oh yeah, I think it's better if it is angled with the heart. So thankfully this has lines. I just follow the lines. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm just going to glue it to the back of this panel, which would be another way of doing this, is instead of adhering it to the card base, just adhering it to the panel itself. And I'm just trying to get the tips lined up in the same line, because I'm not going to add dimension behind this panel. And now I can just snip this off using the edge of the panel, embossed panel, as a guide. Okay, so there's that. Cool. Hi Stacy, welcome friend. So for folks who don't know, we do have new designers on the design team this year. Stacy is joining us and Kendra is joining us as a special contributor. So really lovely to have new designers sharing fresh new takes on not too shabby products that you know and love. So I hope everybody hopped along with us on the 10th of the month, which does have a giveaway. So if you haven't, you should pop back and check out the playlist, hop along, and enter for a chance to win a $25 gift certificate to shop at Not Too Shabby. So I like using liquid glue because it's going to give me time to get everything in place. Alrighty, so that's my take on Barbara's card so far. So now I'm gonna just add a little sentiment, add some ephemera. So what do we have? Oh, I like thanks a bunch. So I might use thanks a bunch. So let's use that. Okay, so hi Nima, welcome. How's it going? Yeah, Stacy, isn't that such a cool idea to like actually do little aperture cuttings through your embossing folder? I don't think I've ever done that before. So I was saying how I love casing cards, copying and sharing other people's cards, because it's such a great way to get fresh inspiration. Oh, interesting. I think these two stamps are not meant to be together. You guys know I don't like doing stamp surgery. But these two I think have fused together, but I don't think they're intended to be such. So I am gonna cut them. This is not stamp surgery, which I don't condone. Even though I know it's perfectly okay to do. But still, I'm not a fan. I just can't bring myself to do it. Do you guys, if you're watching live, if you're watching on replay, let me know in the comments. But if you're watching live, let me know in the chat. Or do you guys approve of stamp surgery, meaning cutting up your photopolymer stamps? Because I am not a fan of it. I think I want that darker. maybe inking this up a little. I think my ink pad is a little bit dry. It's been a while since I've actually re-inked that. I have never done stamp. Oh my gosh, we have two polar opposites. It's I feel like this can be a very polarizing topic. No, I hate cutting my stamps, and then Nima said I do it all the time. I know, see, you're so brave, and you are rewarded for that bravery because you can do cool stuff like that. I really cannot bring myself to do it. Like, I did it one time and never since. Not because I ruined the stamp, just because I just could not bring myself to do it to a second stamp. It stresses me out to because I worry that I will cut like into part of the design, so that's part of the stress. And then I wonder if this will fit. Ooh, I think this will. Okay, this is my a little banner die from Easy Wonder Die #1, the add-on, which I think is out of stock actually. But I leave this and the other one that comes in the same set. I leave them on my desk all the time because Jamie did design a stamp set, mini messages, and my ultimate sentiments, you know, you can cut with this, but you know, this is a really good size for surprisingly a lot of different sentiment stamps. I'm like, you can fit a lot of different from a variety of brands. Like it'll work with a lot of things. So I'm gonna just try to get it a little bit centered if I can. Yeah. I don't even do this, the masking. Maybe sometimes if it's easy, but I'll just pick a different sentiment. or you know, stamp. I accept my stamps just as they are. And I don't feel the need to change them. Okay, so there's that as my sentiment. Thanks a bunch. And I think I want, if it's thanks a bunch, I kind of want some florals in this picture. Okay, now, if you guys thought it took me a long time just to get to this point, collaging is gonna take even longer. Oh, let's use some of the fun characters. Because, maybe I don't need that if I have a character that's holding some flowers. I think that's super cute. What else do I have? I can put him or her sort of in front of this field of lavender. A little something like that. I think I might do something like that. Do I need a third little something? That might be good. Oh, this little fox is kind of cute too. Oh, I like her. scale-wise, I think she works nicer because she's taller. Okay, let's do some fussy cutting. You guys know I'm not a fan, but for the sake of this card, I sort of want to see how she looks, because I think she's taller, and I think that will fit a little bit nicer with the field of lavender. I love lavender. In Washington State, we have like a lavender farm that's not that far from a drive from where I'm at, and it's really great. You can go there, you can pick lavender, you can get lavender made into all sorts of things like soaps, hand creams, all the stuff, candles, and you can even get lavender plantings, which one year I got, and I managed to keep it alive for a year. And lavender is supposed to be like pretty low key, like easy to keep alive, and I managed to not keep it alive after that first year. So that, if that's an indicator of anything, tells you how good of a gardener I am, or that I'm not. So I can't remember why I didn't let the Brother Scan and Cut do this, but sometimes when I notice if after the Brother Scan and Cut does a scan, sometimes you can go through and like edit which ones it actually attempts to cut, and sometimes I remove, things that it picked up that it really shouldn't, but then also sometimes I just remove things that look like it's not going to cut correctly, and I can't remember why that would have been the case with this one, but that's okay. So nothing against you, my friend. You're just a little short. See, I kind of want her to be taller than this field. So that, I think, is going to be my composition for this card. So let's start off with, I want to get this adhered, and I want to do a little bit of layering. So let's do, I'm going to put 3D glue gel behind that, and I have my handy dandy glue squeeze. Which, for folks who saw my first look video on this, I do have a follow-up that I put out today. And if you saw that, I have worked through some of what I experienced in that first look. And I heard back from We Are Makers, so I updated that, or I left a comment on that video with an update. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of 3D glue gel behind this upper portion, which is going to go into that area, and then just for speed, I'll use this. Don't tell anybody. Trying to use the glue squeeze as much as possible, but and you can change between glue midstream, but I want to put more 3D glue behind her. Hey Shelly, your handle is still showing as oh yeah, that's what you wanted it to show as. Okay, that's right. How's it going, friend? Shelly just joined our design team as well. She moved over from our challenge team, which she was a part of last year. So we love having her. She'll be sharing projects featuring the quarterly release. And maybe a little smidge more right there. Okay, so the 3D glue gel, the purpose of it is just to have some dimension and lift without having to cut foam, and in particular when what you're adhering goes over areas that are uneven, it helps to kind of even out that playing field. Because you just give it a little tap and then that glue will kind of squish into the areas that it needs to go. And then where'd my sentiment go? Oh, here it is. Okay, so with this, I think I want to just glue this flat to the tops of these pieces. And these two I brought, okay, it's not quite level, so I might need a little bit of extra behind this side. And it doesn't need to be a lot extra though, so I do have a bunch. This is what I do with my ultimate sentiments. I just die cut that top part, which gets you the 10. If you have this, I sometimes just die cut that out of plain cardstock, just so that I can have just so that I can do what I'm about to do, which is like I'm gonna put this over here, but this is slightly lower, this grassy portion. So I'm just gonna glue like a little bit of extra cardstock behind it. So this would be an alternative if you don't have something like a 3D glue gel, or you don't have something like a low profile foam, which I often use, or you just need like one extra layer of cardstock just to bring things, you know, to the same level. And so I just add, you know, just a little extra layer right there, and that helps to level things off a little bit. And I'll just take a moment and switch this, which is the beauty of being able to swap these out. Okay, so this one is loaded with Barely Art. And I'm gonna do this pretty flat on here. Okay. But I still don't want to push down too hard because there's 3D glue under the other stuff. So I just want to get it to attach. And I feel like that's good. Look how pretty. So there's my card, which is a case of Barbara's card off to the right. What I love about her card was just that concept of cutting through your embossed panel and having those little peekaboo windows coming through. And where my creativity led me was the need to use up all of these scraps that I have. And so I instead of a full panel, I wanted to use up little scraps. So that's what I did, and I still have a lot of little scraps. So what I'm gonna do is cut down, and I don't think I'll get to a second card, unfortunately, because we're coming up on the hour mark. So I might wrap things up, but I do want to decorate the inside of this card. And I'm going to start off with a panel of white so that it can be signed. And I have so many little strips of scrap. So what I'm going to do is actually decorate the inside of my card too, which I hardly ever do, and I always think about Danny bindle of Danny's Dream because she almost always, I think if not always, decorates the inside of her card. So anytime I decorate the inside of my card, I think of Danny. So that I think is a lovely little tie-in from the front. And maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just take a little bit of extra inspiration from, I think it was Crystal's card. Was it Crystal's card? Hold on, let me go. Yeah, I'll just do like a couple little stripes. Like one going this way and then one going that way. And maybe have a little bit of that plaid going down. Oh, maybe I'll use this because it's actually a stripe. Yeah. So cut a little bit of that off. Hi, Danielle. The lavender is pretty, isn't it? I just love, I love lavender. It's my favorite, it's my favorite kind of scent, you know, like candles, lotion, soap. Lavender is my go-to. I love it. How wide is this? This is, oh, that's 1/2 inch. Oh, well then that's easy. Okay. Oh, so I think I want this to be, yeah, 5 1/4. Oh, that's cool, Danielle, that you got this month's subscription. Jamie's pretty quick about shipping stuff out, so I'm sure it won't be too long yet, but you'll have it. 4 inches. Okay, so we'll do just a little bit of that and that on the inside. Look at me decorating the inside of my card. It's not a first, but it pretty rarely happens. And then I'm trying, I don't want to crush this because there's still 3D glue over on the front there. So I am trying to be mindful of that. And if you're being picky, which I have some scraps, so why not? I can be picky. I'm just gonna put a little bit of scrap behind here just to bring these up level. That's the only reason for it. And then that way you don't have like a bump or anything as this paper crosses over the other paper. And I'll just put a little bit there. Totally not required, but I don't know, I've just got these scraps here, so why not? So I did manage to stop the drips on my glue squeeze here. I left that as an update on my review follow-up of the glue squeeze. So it is working a lot better than probably the impression that I left you all with from that review. All right, so there we have it. Oh, you know what? Let's just go to town. I see, oh my gosh, I see Danny doing this all the time. She often just stamps and she doesn't even color on the inside. I want to do that. Should I put the little bear? Or the little basket? Or should I use ephemera? Like I could put a little ephemera. Ephemera is so much faster, isn't it? But I kind of like how Danny, have you guys seen Danny do this? She sometimes will put, the little mouse is kind of cute. And it's got lavender. But I kind of want something in this corner. Maybe I'll use this little fox. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do the fox. I love how she does this where, and you don't even have to color it. Like, the way I've seen her do it, she doesn't even color it. But it just brings, like, a little bit of the theme, the imagery into the card on the inside, which is really cool. It would look pretty with a tone on tone. Do I have lavender ink? Ooh, you're taking me up a notch. All right, let's look. Okay, it would look good tone on tone. Okay, hold on. Let me look. I don't typically like Versacolor as stamping, but let me just see what my choices are here. Oh, this might be it. Oh, I got lots of options. Okay, I don't need to resort to Versacolor. All right. So, I like that idea, Stacy. And oh, what's everybody buying? I just see stuff getting added to people's carts. This might be a little bit too blue, huh? I think this is going to be our winner. Yep. I think so. I don't even think I need to swipe anything else. Oh, too dark. Do we want dark? Do we want dark or do we want light? Because I think the dark goes with the dark in here. Right? So now I'm like really far afield from where what I was casing. Now I'm casing Danny's dreams. Okay, Stacy says the lighter one. And do we have any other votes? Since this was Stacy's suggestion, I'm inclined to go with what she tells me. Okay, Carla says light. Norma says light. Okay, perfect. Thank you, friends. Okay, so just, yeah, that's still squarely on here. So, okay, I think I can get a good impression. All right. Oh, it's unanimous. Okay, nobody liked my idea for the dark. Could have sworn that was going to be the fan favorite. All right. Boop. Look at how cute. I didn't get the top. Did I not? I must not have inked the top. I don't even see ink up there. Hold on. The top of his hat is missing. Look how cute he is. That's fun. And you know, the more space you take up on the inside, the less expectation there is to write a long message. If anyone got a Christmas card for me, which I don't always send out Christmas cards for one, but I tried to make an effort this year, and I just kind of did like a random, counted how many cards I had left. I did a little random picker for who of my crafty friends to send to, and if you got one, you'll know I didn't write much. I think all I wrote was "Love, Lynn." Words are so hard. Okay, friends, so that is my card for today. So I have, I crafted with Lavender Lane, which is this month's paper pad club, one of the paper pads in this month's paper pad club. And I also combined that with the stamp of the month to case a card that was originally posted to the Not Too Shabby community group, which was made by Barbara. And I do these Case It with Lynn live streams every month on the Not Too Shabby shop channel. It'll be every second Monday of the month. And sometimes, you know, I mix it up a little bit in terms of who I case, and I always let the live viewers take the final vote. This month I picked from projects that were shared to the Not Too Shabby Facebook group. So thank you to everybody who shares their project there to give me some lovely inspiration to choose from. And we're gonna be doing a lot of live streaming here on the Not Too Shabby channel. So every second Monday will be me, Case It with Lynn. Every third Monday, Jamie is starting up a new live stream series. She will be live streaming once a month on the third Monday of the month, and that is Low Mojo Mondays. So I think that's going to be a really fun one to join in. The first one is next Monday, a week from today, and it's already scheduled. So if you go to the Not Too Shabby profile on YouTube and you click the live tab, you'll see Jamie has already scheduled her live stream for this month, and hit that notify button so that you get an alert when she goes live. And on the fourth Monday of the month, we have a new design team member who also started with us on the challenge team last year and is now part of the quarterly design team, and that is Lala, who is Mommy Guide Inc., and she will be live streaming on the fourth Monday of every month, sharing inspiration and projects featuring the quarterly release, and that will start on in February. Our first quarterly release is going to be February, so stay tuned for that. So we're here to kind of, you know, get your week kicked off. And, you know, if you have a little bit of the Case of the Mondays, I hope you'll join us here on the Not Too Shabby shop for some live crafting. And big thank you to everybody who joined me today. It was a lot of fun. Thank you again to Barbara for inspiring my card today. I feel like I learned something new, a really fun new technique, and what a wonderful you know, way to kick off our week together. All right, everybody, thank you so much. And if you haven't already, do check out that playlist with the inspiration projects featuring this month's subscriptions. The box of the month and the junior box of the month are sold out, but if you have it coming your way, do check out the hop so that you can get some inspiration for how to craft with it. Paper Pad Club and the stamp of the month are still in stock and available, so if you're watching this and you would like to pick up those products, you can still add them to your cart. Thanks again, and until next time, everybody, have a lovely rest of your day and rest of your week. Bye.